Cruise news, a cruise ship has encountered a violent storm with reported 100-mile-per-hour winds and 35-foot waves. The ship also had serious associated mechanical issues as a result. I have reports directly from those on board and I'm going to share that with you. That is the headline story and that will be at the end of the video. But as always, I'm going to give you the top cruise news updates from across the cruise industry in rapid-fire fashion. I have updates from Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Princess, Virgin Voyages, and others, and it's all coming up. Welcome to the Travel Scouts. My name is Jason. We are your cruise information channel. We get you the cruise news and information you're looking for quickly without wasting your time. So if you love cruising, consider subscribing. Let's go ahead and kick things off with number one. Virgin Voyages has now rolled out their annual pass for 2026. Both the perks and the price tag have increased significantly. The annual pass allows you and a guest to sail on any Virgin Voyages ship at any time during the year. A key disclaimer here is that you can get on each itinerary as long as there is availability. It is on a first-come, first-served basis, and you will need to schedule each sailing that you want to be on. Now, you will still get the perks that were part of the 2025 pass. This includes such things as premium Wi-Fi, a $100 bar tab per itinerary, laundry service, and 2 specialty coffees per day. However, with the 2026 pass, you will unlock 9 additional perks. These include things such as a 1-week stay at Necker Island, which is Richard Branson's private retreat in the British Virgin Islands. You will also get airfare to this. Another perk is a $10,000 shopping spree in their shops. But the price has also increased. The 2025 annual pass was $120,000. The 2026 pass is $199,000. That comes out to $272 per person per day. Then number 2, it has been confirmed that Carnival Cruise Line is testing out offering breakfast at Guy's Burger Joint on one of their ships. The Carnival Sunrise is the cruise ship that currently has the option. This was first reported in the cruise ship's Facebook group, with many saying that they had tried it. Cruise Hive shared that brand ambassador John Hild has confirmed this as well. But as of now, this is only on the Carnival Sunrise. Cruise lines will often test something out on a small scale before deciding to roll something out across the entire fleet. The breakfast menu includes 4 different options that are displayed on the screen right now, with added toppings such as sausage, gravy, eggs, and hash browns. I guess we will find out in due time if this will be implemented on other ships. Moving on to number 3, the Caribbean nation of Trinidad and Tobago has issued a 3-month extension to their state of emergency, and cruisers need to be aware. Trinidad and Tobago is located in the southeastern Caribbean. On December 30th, the government declared a state of emergency due to gang violence. However, gang fighting has continued, resulting in multiple deaths. Several cruise lines, including Norwegian and Costa, both decided to cancel recent visits due to the situation. And the projections are getting worse. The country's parliament has now unanimously decided to extend the state of emergency for 3 months. This comes after police reported that they received intelligence regarding a, quote, imminent gang war. The situation is something that cruise passengers need to be aware of. There are 3 active cruise ports on the 2 islands that form the country. On the screen right now are some upcoming cruise visits still planned for this month. And looking into February, there are still scheduled stops by Royal Caribbean, Princess, Holland America, 𝗟𝗟cy, Marella, Costa, P&O, and others. So if you are booked on any of these upcoming sailings, be sure that you monitor closely and plan wisely. Next, number 4, the Cruise Line International Association and MMGY have released multiple chunks of statistical data that I want to pass on to you. First, CLIA revealed that over the past 2 years, 1 out of every 4 cruise passengers were first-time cruisers. The second data point is that depending upon the cruise line, between 8 and 13% of cruise passengers are solo travelers. That is up from a previous number of around 5%. Next, it has been revealed that in the US, the average person is planning to take 4 trips this year. That is everything ranging from weekend getaways to week-long adventures. And also in the US, the average family vacation budget for this year is climbing to $5,051. Then number 5, a sickness outbreak has been confirmed on board the 𝗟𝗟cy cruise ship called the 𝗟𝗟. 𝗟𝗟cy is the luxury cruise brand operated by Royal Caribbean Group, and the 𝗟𝗟 cruise ship is currently on a 16-day voyage that will conclude in Fort Lauderdale, Florida next Monday. The CDC declares a sickness to be a gastrointestinal outbreak anytime more than 3% of the passengers or crew report symptoms of gastrointestinal illness to the ship's medical staff. The 𝗟𝗟 is currently reporting 5.5% of passengers and nearly 1% of the crew with symptoms. Those who are booked on the next sailing should be aware and take appropriate precautions. The crew will no doubt do a thorough cleaning of the ship, however, it is not a bad idea to plan some additional measures for the start of your cruise. Okay, I have more cruise news pieces remaining, including the top headlines of the day, but now it is time for our fast mid-show check-in. In the last cruise news video, I asked how many cruises you have already booked for this year. I received input from well over 5,000 of you, and here are the results. 63% of you currently have one or less booked, 29% have either 2 or 3, and 8% have already booked 4 or more for the year. Thanks for your input on that, and I loved reading the comments. Here is today's question. Thinking about guys and the breakfast option, the question is, what do you typically do for breakfast on a cruise? Do you A, go to the buffet, B, go to the dining room, or C, go with another option? That other option may be another restaurant on board that has breakfast. It may be a grab-and-go selection. It may be room service. But what do you do? Chime in down below. I will check that out. But now, on with the cruise news. Number 6, a man that many of you probably know as Super Mario has just completed his 1,000th Royal Caribbean cruise. Mario has been cruising full-time on Royal Caribbean ships since the year 2000. He only spends about 2 weeks out of each year on land. Mario is currently on the Explorer of the Seas, and he just completed his 54th cruise on that single cruise ship. But all in all, he has now spent well over 8,000 days on a cruise ship as a passenger. That is quite an accomplishment. Now, quick question. I know that we all love cruising, but would you want to spend that much time on a cruise ship? Let me know down in the comments. Then for solo cruisers, number 7, a company called 𝗏 is waiving their single supplement for all 2025 European river cruises. 𝗏 is a luxury tour operator, but they have a European river cruise division. They are waiving the single supplement for all Category 1 cabins. That is their smallest cabin, but it is near the size of the average cruise stateroom. The room does not have a balcony, but it does have a large window. Waiving the supplement will save solo cruisers up to $1,000. 𝗏 is all-inclusive. Their price includes gratuities, drinks, and shore excursions at each stop. For 2025, they have around 250 sailings to choose from, and prices start at just under $5,000. Moving on to number 8, if you are a fan of country music, be aware that Princess Cruises is partnering with the Academy of Country Music for some sailings coming up in just a few weeks. This will take place on board the Regal Princess cruise ship, which currently homeports in Galveston, Texas. Beginning with the February 9th sailings, so here in just a few weeks, through March 23rd, each of those Western Caribbean cruises will feature a rising country music star. Each voyage will feature 2 45-minute concerts and a meet and greet with the artist. On the screen right now are the dates for the 6 sailings, as well as the country music star that will be on each cruise. Then number 9, the headline story, the 𝗏𝗏𝗃 ocean cruise ship has encountered serious issues while in rough seas. The 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 is the newest cruise ship in Viking's ocean fleet. The ship was just delivered to Viking on December 3rd, and it is currently on its 4th voyage. It is a 12-night In Search of the Northern Lights cruise that launched from England on January 10th. On Monday, while the ship was en route from Holland to Norway, the ship encountered rough weather in the North Sea. Passengers took to social media noting that they were rocked by 100-mile-per-hour winds and ocean swells of 35 feet. They also noted that some alarms on the ship were going off. One passenger reported that, quote, "The seas were rough and we did our best to hold on. The crew did what they could to keep us safe as possible, and the captain kept coming over the loudspeaker with updated information to make us feel safe." And it was at this time that it was revealed that the ship had also encountered a mechanical issue. Some news outlets from the area indicate that it involved a propulsion issue. However, passengers from the ship were under the impression that it was a stabilizer system problem. The stabilizer system helps reduce the rolling motion of a ship, something you definitely want working while in rough seas. Thankfully, the ship was able to make it to Ålesund, Norway yesterday. It will be there for refuge from the storm and repairs. The maintenance is expected to be completed by Thursday. As compensation, the passengers were all given the drink package at no charge for the remainder of the voyage. Viking is also providing passengers with a future cruise credit in the amount of 60% of the cruise fare paid. All the passengers that I received information from had nothing but praise for how the captain and crew handled the situation, so that is great news, and I'm glad that everyone is safe. Okay, subscribe and turn the notification bell on to stay up to date with the latest cruise news and information. The next video, it'll be coming out soon, but until then, keep on cruising, and we'll catch you in the next video.